Well, hello everybody, it's Sarah here. Peace be with you. It's lovely to be with you all again. This term I want to think about a value, and that value is perseverance. When I was your age, if I found something very tricky or very difficult and I wanted to give up, my mum used to say to me, if at first you don't succeed, try and try again. She used to say it to me quite a lot. It made me think about something in my Bible here. I've been looking at some of the instructions that Paul wrote to the disciples, the followers of Jesus, especially when they were finding things difficult. He wrote them letters to encourage them. He sometimes wrote them letters to tell them off too. But this is one of the encouraging ones. There's a picture in my Bible here. It might be round the wrong way, but there's a picture there of people running a race. And in this letter, he says this: let us run with perseverance the race that lies ahead. Keep your eyes firmly on Jesus. I'll say it again. Let us run with perseverance the race that lies ahead. Keep your eyes firmly on Jesus. Made me think about another story about a race. It's one of Aesop's tales, Aesop's fables, and it's the story of the tortoise and the hare. I've got a picture of a tortoise here. He looks like he's going very slowly. I expect you might know the story of the tortoise and the hare, so I've got a poem about that story that I'm going to read you now. Hare was proud. He boasted, I am better than the rest. I always get a prize, come top in every test. He had few friends, always drove them away. He had to win at any cost, it's rather sad to say. Tortoise was very timid, yet always tried his best. And even though he worked so hard, came far behind the rest. In spite of this, he'd loads of friends, was always full of fun. He never said a hurtful word and was kind to everyone. When sports day came, a race began. They all stood on the line. The rain poured down, 'twas very cold, and Hare began to whine. Tortoise, though, said nothing. As usual, he tried and tried. Soon he reached the winning place. Hare's victory he denied. At last someone had beaten Hare. Tortoise hadn't wasted time. Hare, so busy moaning, hadn't seen him crossing the line. Tortoise was a hero, and he was at last praised, while Hare, who lost the race, was totally amazed. Tortoise, ever thoughtful, felt sorry for the hare, and held out a hand forgivingly, his friendship to declare. Hare now understood he wouldn't get the praise, and Tortoise had revealed to him the error of his ways. Tortoise had learned that plodding on would help him through, so we should learn to do our best in all we say and do. It's quite a nice poem. When Aesop wrote the story about the tortoise and the hare was so sure that he was going to win that he didn't even bother to try. In fact, he had a bit of a snooze. Tortoise kept going, plodding on and on and on. And he passed the Hare while he was having a snooze, because he didn't really try very hard, the Hare. He plodded on and on and on, and he persevered, and he won the race. What do you think was the main difference between the tortoise and the hare? What lessons did they both learn? I'm going to finish with a prayer. Dear God, please help us in times of weakness. Give us the strength to overcome our difficulties and teach us to keep going when things are hard for us. Help us not to take our gifts and talents for granted. Amen. So in the next few weeks, we're going to think about why we need perseverance in the race of life. And we might think of some of the stories of people in the Bible who had to persevere, who had to keep trying. Because if at first you don't succeed, try, and try again. Lord, bless our school, that working together and playing together, we may learn to serve you and to serve each other.